Crazy Cody.
Oh, you ready, Mom?
You don't have to write it, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm David, and I will be determined David.
So like,
Determined.
so you say Crazy Cody.
Crazy Cody, determined David.
You want to go ahead?
Diana, I'm
From Balhаше? From Balhаше?
As an adjective. Devoted, maybe.
yes, devoted.
Devoted Diana.
Yes.
And
I'm Oya. I'm optimistic.
optimistic. And now, sorry, name us back.
Yeah.
Cody, crazy Cody.
Determined.
Determined David. Devoted Diana. And optimistic Oya.
Optimistic. Oh, yeah. Okay.
My name is Alia, and can I speak Russian?
In Russian?
Yeah. Because это я случайно сюда попала, как просто.
She came here just occasionally.
Just what? Just
Occasionally, yeah.
Okay.
Not sure.
But what is your name?
Alia.
Alia. Okay, well, nice to meet you, Alia. And try it with us.
My name is Maxim, and probably you may call me Mad Max.
Have
you watched that movie?
I have. This is good for our topic today.
You?
Maybe start with your name. We'll go with
Valentina.
Oh, we'll just introduce your name, everybody. And then
My name is Valentina.
Valentina. What can we say with Valentina?
Very interesting.
Warm, ambitious.
It is difficult.
Victorious.
Victorious. Or the winner. To be a winner. Victorious.
Wait.
Okay, that one is alright. Okay, so we can try to remember each other's names, but for our topic today, we have a rather small group in our conversation club. We're talking about guns because it was our topic that is requested to us. So Maxim has brought in a magazine about guns, and he has suggested we talk about guns in America and in Kazakhstan. And
what do you think about guns?
yeah, and our opinions. And we don't know very much about guns in Kazakhstan, so you can kind of teach us as we go. So, firstly, for America, we can just say we talk about the topic in terms of long guns and handguns. So a long gun, be a shotgun or a rifle or something you have to hold two hands. Or a handgun would just be one hand. Or a pistolet.
Concealed.
Yeah, and well, and that goes within the topic. So handgun, we talk about concealed guns.
Это значит скрытого ношения.
Yeah, whether you
Translation.
Thanks. If you can hide a gun, if you may even own a handgun. Both of these we have a lot of different rights talk. In America it talks about, is our Second Amendment in the United States Constitution. Do you understand amendment? So, Kazakhstan has a constitution, yes? Hmm? And an amendment is a change to it. So our Second Amendment, or the second change that was made, was a sentence that says Americans have the right to own guns, and it is a fundamental right in our democracy. It is something we argue about a lot. We have lots of opinions, and we do very different things from state to state. I am from Virginia. My state has very different gun laws than where Cody is from in Colorado. And every state is a little different. So the only thing that is kind of national, our whole country, is the Second Amendment that there is a right to own a gun. But what that means changes everywhere. So firstly, I can talk a lot about guns. It is a topic I find interesting in America and I like, but I don't know what is interesting to you.
Are you of National Rifle Association?
I am, okay. So I'll have some stuff to show. I am a member, of the National Rifle Association, which is in America. It is a group that's devoted to protecting these rights and supporting people's right to own a gun.
You're the man.
I guess. And so you know kind of where I come from. In America, I do own a gun, and I do support these rights. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't own guns and don't believe we should. So you know I have a little bias, or I have an opinion. But first, so I want, I guess, to let you all ask questions about the rules in America, if you have any, or I can just talk about a topic. It is up to you.
Can you carry revolvers in
Yeah.
some states, like
Some
Texas, Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Is it natural?
In
Just
some
go
public
outside
places.
with a revolver?
Mm-hmm.
In some public places you can, other places it is restricted and you cannot. So,
Like maybe bank, yeah? You cannot go in the
Yeah.
bank.
right.
Bank and offices.
Bank.
They can't get pistols and guns.
Yeah, bank, offices, government buildings, and mostly schools.
Yeah.
Our very big law, which is very different from Kazakhstan. I don't know about guns, but our schools, we have what we call a school zone. And in a school zone, you may not have any kind of weapons. Usually it is 100 meters around the school. This includes even a knife, even a very small knife, is not allowed ever in the school. And if you do, you go to jail very quickly. So in Kazakhstan, I know this is different because I've seen teachers and my students with knives, usually just as a tool, cutting paper, cutting whatever. In America, we have very strict laws on this. And with guns, it is about 100 meters. You may not be close to a school. So, but other than that, yeah, handguns, pistols. This, I used to own this gun, or one quite like it. You could carry it pretty much wherever, but it differs state to state to state. So, okay. What about, I can start asking you questions
What's
about
about
Kazakhstan.
automatic rifle?
Automatic rifles.
Like assault rifles,
Mm-hmm. So we have,
army rifle,
yeah, we have kind of two categories.
and machine guns. Like.
Right.
Can you get something serious? Home
So
or?
there's,
Yeah.
yeah, you can get something like an assault rifle. So we talked about
Automatic means.
automat, yeah. I guess your classic is your AK-47,
Yeah.
Kalashnikov. You may buy these in America, but
M16.
M16.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Say this in a sec. Actually, an M15. M16
Actually,
is for America, for the military.
AR-10.
Yeah, R10 also, yeah. It is automatic. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Same with this. When you buy it as a citizen only, it is not. Only one shot. It's a semi-automatic. One pull, one pull. Bam, 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 bam. Okay? But you may buy these. These are called assault weapons. They are not illegal right now, but we argue about this all the time. They were illegal in the 1990s. Yeah. In the 1990s, these were illegal. Now they are not illegal. In the future, they might be again. I don't know. For anything that is an automatic or machine gun, they are illegal, unless you have very special permits. But almost nobody does. Any other questions? Let's see. What?
Right of owning guns is limited by.
You can erase if you'd like to.
Law of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Here, okay. Number 339-1, dated 30th of December of 1998 with amendments.
Okay.
So, actually, it's very much different from USA. We are very limited of rights, but citizen of Kazakhstan has the right buy and use and store guns since the age of 18, and has the right to use so-called cold rifle, cold weapons, which is mostly bow, you know, bow, and crossbow.
Crossbow, yeah.
Since the age of 16 for sport use. Then all guns in the Republic of Kazakhstan are classified of having three types of use. Weapons of self-protection, weapons for sport use, and weapons for hunting. There is additional things that they call it service weapons, which owns like police and army and special services.
Right.
So, before you get any gun, and mostly any weapon, even knife, you need to get a permit from police. They will firstly teach you about safe ways of using weapons.
Yeah.
Then they will inspect your health conditions, so you shouldn't be psycho, you shouldn't be drug user, you should have good physical conditions. So if you are almost blind, nobody will give you right to use shooting guns, because you will shoot anybody if you don't see where you shoot, right? But then, you see, Kazakhstan limits us not only about buying and having guns, but you cannot produce guns and any weapons. That means if in Kazakhstan you make knife, you are in jail. If you make like karate stuff, like nunchaki, you know, Bruce Lee use this stuff, you are in jail. If you carry these things with you, you are in jail. If you have chain from bike, and police might think that you are going to use it, or maybe you have just, you know, like wood club and carrying this, and police might think that you might use it as a gun or as a weapon, you are in jail. And also permit in Kazakhstan might be given to you for maximum 5 years, and then you can, you need to go through all procedures again to extend your permits.
Do you have to take a class again?
I'm not sure, but actually the local police has right to come to your home anytime they want and check the conditions of storing the gun. Because if you have like shotgun, you need to have to own like safe with 2 boxes, and all rounds should be in 1 box, locked, and all guns in another box locked, and it should be locked all the time with exclusion only for the time you just get it
Take it
out to use it.
Interesting.
That's it for now.
Cool.
Questions?
Yeah.
Can you buy bow, crossbow? Can you
Yes.
make crossbow?
Oh yes, you can make these things, but then
Is there any limitation for like power? Potential
No.
power styles?
usually no, but if you want to use it, like to go hunting with it, or to use it outside of your own property, then there might be restrictions. But it is, every state is different. That is a big thing in America. With our states control most of the rights on these things. Okay, so I have an interesting idea of how gun and weapons laws are different in Kazakhstan and America. Maybe we're going to put up a couple statements and ask your opinions about them. Gosh, I hate this word.
Should be the first thing we buy.
You're gonna stay. Okay.
George.
That first statement.
Okay.
Guns make households safer.
Other side.
The other side's not whiteboards.
Ah.
Yeah.
So who thinks it does make your home safer having a gun?
With gun.
50-50.
With gun.
Yeah.
With gun, it's safer.
Safer.
If it is locked up and all of it.
Yes, yes.
2, 3 for that. And who says less safe?
It will not be safe.
Not safe. Okay.
Not safe.
Yo, pretty much.
In Kazakhstan or in America?
In general.
You
In
mean-
general,
Yeah.
anywhere.
But you are in Kazakhstan, so speak about Kazakhstan maybe,
Yeah.
in your opinion. So, okay, girls, you say 50-50.
Yes.
Why do you think?
Sometimes guns can be dangerous for us in our own home because some people have little kids and it is too dangerous to have a guns when you have children.
And access to woman isn't good.
I guess you're more hot.
You can kill your husband. Yes.
Joke.
I know. Yeah, so I think the children point is one that is made a lot in this conversation. In America, for sure, people think about children.
And sometimes when people argue too much, and the guns can be used not for to kill, but to
Like
scare.
threaten,
To threaten.
scare, threaten.
emotion.
When you're emotional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why women should have a limit to that. They're too much emotional.
All right.
You didn't buy her new jacket, she may kill you.
This
Different topic.
This idea is called escalation. And what the word escalation means is it means something gets worse. Or something gets...
Terrorism.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever one thing happens and it makes more things happen.
Yeah.
So for weapons, some people say that, let us say, Maxim and I are outside of a cafe. We have had too much to drink. We are ready to fight. So Maxim and I, if we have our fists, we can just fist fight. But if we have knives, if I have a knife, maybe, then the situation will escalate. It will get less safe. If he has a gun, it will escalate more. Again, this is something we argue about, because some people say it is true that if a husband and wife are fighting and there is a gun, things could escalate. Some people say, hopefully they don't want to hurt each other, so it won't. It's a very good point. It's the question of, does it open up something new, something that could get worse? And in America, we do talk about this with alcohol, when people are drinking. Could it make something worse? I think you said I think we are safer in our home with guns.
Yes.
Can you explain?
You are stuck.
So, where was it?
Wonderful.
So, thank you. So this week we talked about guns, which was requested by Maxim by email. But for anything you want to talk about, send an email to the email address here, which is balhashenglish@gmail.com. If you send that with your idea for conversation, we will talk about it. We can talk about Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. We can talk about, what is a crazy thing? We can talk about
Birth control.
Anything.
birth control, anything. If you have an idea, we will talk about it. So please, and if you want cards, if you want more for friends or family, take these.
How much aliens are between us?
How
Do
many
aliens
aliens?
exist?
We talked about this in my 11B class. They think many aliens. Lady Gaga. Yeah, and also we have a website for this club. It is on this page. It is long, sites.google.com/site/Balhashe-English. But if you go there, we'll have the conversation topic. We will put it up by Wednesday for Saturday. And we might try to put up information about the second club, which is at 4 o'clock, which is about games, English games.